Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Eric.
And we are proud affiliates of the You Run Podcast Network.
Head on over to yourunpodcast.com to check out all of our content, all of our affiliates' content, and so much more.
See y'all there.
You got a 3-hour drive after this quick meeting.
What meeting?
I need a roadie. The ladies are, how should I put this? A lot to handle. I could use some help.
Can we eat him?
No, you think I like cleaning up after all of you alone? Don't tell me you're the fucking guy.
Yes, sir. So, what is the gig?
Roadie work. Tour with the girls, carry their shit, and if you're lucky enough, tune a guitar once in a while. If it ain't fucking Jerry and his, bitches.
To meet the band.
If you keep eating all of our fans, who's gonna come to our shows? Jerry, some woman walking down the middle of the road covered in blood, that is a problem. No! Jerry, no!
All right. Dude, she doesn't have a fucking tongue.
Get out of the fucking van!
I've never seen anything like this before, and I've been alive for 900 years.
It's a cult that serves one purpose, to feed the one they call Cain.
All good. Dead chicks, morgues. I'm rolling with it.
You're gonna get a paycheck.
Stop the threat in the South Tower.
Making noise out there in the dark.
You're all just me. Having sex too many times. Girl, same.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very, very metal edition of Under the Floorboards, where we laugh at the creatures that go bump in the night. I'm your host, John, joined this week by the one and only Virginia bitches of Devour, alongside their trusted roadie and, of course, Scott fucking Hansen. I am so excited for this. So first of all, let's start introducing probably the greatest female metal band.
I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you.
Almost of all time, because we do still have the Butcher Babies out there, so we have to remember that. But first, we got the person who I would say puts Alexi Leo to shame, Chelsea LeSage, playing guitar. How's it going?
Hello, thank you for having me. Huzzah!
Absolutely. And even though everyone can play bass, there's quite nobody that does it like Alex Lucchesi. Give it up.
That's true. Thank you.
The energy and the vibes were immaculate in that scene. And speaking of which, the person who makes it look like Neil Peart doesn't even know how to play drums and puts Phil Collins to shame, the one and only KateLynn Newberry.
Hi.
And what would a band be without their legendary front woman and one of my favorite artists, and I'm very excited to talk to as well today, the one and only Heidi Shepard. Give it up.
Oh, geez, thanks.
All
Hi.
And the thing is, the most, I feel like, underappreciated part of any band that really keeps everybody's heads from exploding half the time is the one and only roadie extraordinaire himself, Gus Langley.
Or he takes part in the head exploding. You know, that's Gus's job.
He's versatile. He's really whatever you need. And where would this story be without the writer director himself, who I'm also very excited to speak to today in person, Scott fucking Hansen. Congratulations on an incredible film, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us. Appreciate you.
He's the roof.
Well, getting right into it, guys. Scott, my first question's for you. Because when I watched this film the first time, this felt like an absolute pedal to the metal, flaming fever dream of all of this crazy shit that you could put into one film. So after watching Bad Candy, I could see like the antithesis of like building onto this universe that you're trying to create right now. But with Devour specifically, what made you want to just keep throwing gas on the flames? Because it was insane to watch. It was awesome.
I think like Devour is just that kind of movie where, you know, like we don't take ourselves too seriously in horror. Like we love horror comedy. That's kind of like where me and Desiree like to be. And you know, there's Conjuring movies, there's scary movies, there's, you know, all kinds of epic movies, and we just wanted to fucking make something so weird and cool and fun and just like, you know, make it take a left turn kind of thing. Just like, what the fuck was that? Was that 13 head explosions in a row and there's like 5 more? Okay, hell yeah, why not? But you know, like I don't know, we just wanted to make something truly strange, I think, is honestly that was the route we were trying to go, and I think we definitely kind of achieved that. Like just a weird movie, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm kind of curious, there's one scene in particular, and this is kind of what I love about having the writer director on, because they absolutely get to be like, cut that shit out. Do not put that in the episode. But there's a scene in particular that kind of stands out to me, as far as like making it feel still grounded, and we see all these people around, even though there's like a we'll put it as like a betting service, a kill she, if you will. So there's a scene where with the werewolf, which Eric and I were talking about, is kind of like one of the greatest transformations that I've ever seen.
Thank you.
It looks, I mean, it was crazy to see something come so far from like Dog Soldiers and American Werewolf in London and like really have that full immersive experience in it. But I kind of want to know, for the people that were in the scene, KateLynn, I know you were in that scene. So what was it like with all that blood flying around?
I mean, the entire movie, there's just blood flying around like crazy. I mean, every time something was, I felt like a kid in a candy store. Like there were people flying all over the place. There was a blood cannon. We had a blood cannon. It was so cool. It was, I don't know. I feel like every day I got on set, I was just like really excited. It didn't matter how cold it was. I was really excited.
Hey guys, I'm John.
And I'm Eric.
And we want to highlight our friends Scott and Mark from the You Run Podcast Network.
You Run Podcast Network has done so much for us and so many other podcasters, YouTubers, and content creators who love movies, music, and shows as much as we do by offering a platform through which we can all grow, share, and interact with a massive audience.
But that's not all. The You Run Podcast is also a self-contained content brand that reviews horror movies and shows too. And don't hesitate to explore their landing page via yourunpodcast.com.
You guys rock.
So getting into some of the archetypes that we got floating around, I was kind of interested with yours, Chelsea, because when you look at like your typical guitar players, like your CeCe DeVille's and shit like that, you kind of brought like a totally different energy to this. Was there something you were modeling that after, or what was the vibe going into that? Because I loved your character.
Thank you so much. Well, I mean, Joe is our 70s vampire, and I think, like myself, maybe meeting everyone else in the band was Joe's first experience, like learning how to do metal guitar, because I personally, Chelsea, I'm a folk guitarist, so I think it was kind of like bringing myself to her. Yes.
I love that. Bringing the folk to metal is crazy.
Why not?
Well, no, it makes sense. Your character had a sense of realism about her that was like very funny throughout the whole movie. Like Scott was saying, with keeping it horror comedy was always very like short quipped and really enjoyable.
She's always chastising Dylan, and I love her accent. Actually, she has like this New York, transatlantic vibe to her. You know what I mean? Like,
it was very blasé. I really loved it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alex, a really cool scene that you're in, alongside all of the bitches, if you will. Is the first time being on stage as the bass player, but when you're acting in that scene, everybody else is supposed to be like full pedal to the metal because they've all been doing this and traveling, and everybody is like, already comfortable with it. Whereas your character is very much like,
What did I do?
You're getting there, bitch. Confidence.
Literally, my grandma can play the bass. Like, you're gonna be fine.
Oh, Lord. Well, I've never actually been in a metal band ever. That kind of helped with the awkwardness. I'm an actual singer, and I've played a little bit of bass and guitar, but man, being with the girls, though, that they were killing, and being around Heidi, she's like killing it, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, because I honestly didn't. So we just had fun with it. It was so much fun getting to play with all them. It was a blast. But yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea.
That's perfect. It sold so well.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
So Heidi, when actually kind of in the same vein, I was talking to, my co-host about it, and, I was a fan of Butcher Babies for a long time, and it never like correlated to me that it's like, yeah, they memorize lines and make music videos. Of course they can fucking act. But I was really like blown away with, I was like, oh my God, she's like really good at this. But like when you were having to be more in those positions, like the big fight that you're in later on in the film, or the scene where you're kind of like getting tortured a little bit, what was it like kind of pulling that out?
You know what? Those were really fun to do. I was actually an actress before I was a musician. So I did that a lot when I was a kid, and just here and there throughout my life. So it was really fun to be able to, I don't know, kind of itch that scratch again. And I got so lucky to have such amazing, co-actors on the whole entire thing. It felt really easy, and every single scene, it just felt natural. Acting with them, and I don't do it very often, but acting with them, it felt like we all belonged together there. So it made it pretty easy. It was really fun to dive in and, give Kate kind of a little bit of a spice. So I really enjoyed it.
And it came through very well. I think all of y'all's chemistry was immaculate. And, getting more into that, the one and only Rhodey in this. And I think Gus, you're going to be a lot of people's favorite character in this film. Not gonna lie, it is. I was in tears half the time when you were talking, especially to like Dylan and shit like that. But
thanks, man. I'll echo what the ladies have said. We had a lot of fun making it, and I think it comes through in the final product.
Mm-hmm. So I think, Scott, feel free to shut me down. But I do feel like I think it's safe to say that your character Jerry is very, very, very boring and old. But the very old part's the important part here. I know actors a lot of times will come up with their own kind of headcanon. Is there stuff that Scott fed you, and is there stuff that you kind of came up with yourself?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot in the script. Obviously, that's what got me on board in the first place. I looked at the script and I was like, this looks like fun. And then, it evolved a little bit over time as well. We got to work on this. Scott, how long did we shoot?
I don't even know. A long time.
Like 18 months? That's so much longer
like
than
16, 18 months. Yeah.
Yeah, that's longer than you usually get to spend with a character. So 9 months in, we were like, we know exactly what this guy would do in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, it was a rare gift.
Yeah, we had a few breaks, basically, especially with HBO stealing Dylan, or Gavin Wild, and shaving his head for 6 months. That, funny things like that. So But running out of money, we ran out of money so many times. So yeah,
I'm
but there's
telling you, I would have bought that van in a heartbeat. I thought about taking out a loan just to buy the van.
It's up for sale. I just said it to Gus. It's on Facebook Marketplace.
We get KateLynn again next to that for size.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I sent her the one of the previous movies that is about in the film festival circuit in that she was just in. What was it called? I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Ascendant.
Ascendant. Yeah, they had and what is the word for the giant Nordic? A yurt. And my buddy was going through Marketplace, and he was like, "Wait a second, is this?" Because we had watched Replicator together, and he was like, "There's no way this is KateLynn Newberry." And the director lives like 30 minutes from me, so he's selling a yurt in the middle of North Carolina with KateLynn as size.
And the banana.
You were the banana.
I knew this day was coming.
Dream come true, huh?
Actually, my next question is going to be for Alex, and this is really going to be for everybody. But with all the craziness and the dynamics that your characters get to have, was there one scene in particular for your character that you were so excited for?
Ooh, that's a good question. Killing us, I will always go back to this, killing Carl. I loved killing Carl. That was a fun night. It actually was a very tough night. But at the end of the day, that is my favorite scene to do. And then, of course, being on the stage with the girls. There's a scene that me and Chelsea do where we're going through like the mates and we have a funny little chit chat and she breaks her leg. Yeah, that's right. The prison.
Yeah, the prison stuff was really fun, for sure, for sure.
Fun, yeah. But yeah, we had a blast.
I'm sure probably not that fall.
Carl.
A tough fall.
I just remember kidnapping Alex, taking her to a cornfield in the middle of Covington at like 3 a.m.
I was pissed.
And she was mad. She's like, I was like, 1 more hour. Come on, it's going to be beautiful. And she's like, I got to go. And I'm like, come on, you can do it. And like,
I was so
I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she did it.
Killed it.
It looked amazing. Yeah, it was like hilarious.
Chelsea, what about yourself?
Oh yeah, well I love the jail sequence. And I mean really just the whole like Scooby-Doo hiding from but trying to discover all the bad stuff that's happening. Like once we discover May, it's like some Wizard of Oz type shit. It's just like but with metal and it's super fun. That whole sequence I was like, so I can't really pick one because every single day I was like, what the fuck are we gonna do now?
Man, honestly, the whole thing was so much fun. I thought fighting the Minotaur was like when I initially read the script, I was like, this is going to be such a unique, cool scene. And it really was. Something is super like kind of special about that scene. It was filmed like what, 2 days before Christmas? Is that right? Yeah. It was like 2 days before Christmas. And we had like an hour to get this shot. And the sun was coming up. I had a flight. Like it was, we had to do it fast. And we ended up knocking it out of the park. And that was a really, really fun, a fun one. I really loved the band scenes. It was just so getting up there and jamming. We had such amazing chemistry when we just first met on set. And so getting up and being able to do that and, we're be the bitches together. Like I thought that was just really a unique experience. And even though I do that, I don't get to do it in this type of realm. So it was fun to kind of have like my little world in it too.
100%. What about you, KateLynn?
My favorite scenes were any of the scenes that all of us got to be together, I think, because I think that those were the most fun to film, but I also really like shooting all the stuff with the werewolf, all that crazy stuff. That was just fun to see because I mean, there's so much stuff that we're not in with all those kills and everything, but I got to at least be there and watch what was happening in the chaos and That
I
was
feel,
fun.
I feel like every scene too, when they were all together, it had to be 10 degrees or lower for some reason. Every freaking time, it was like, it's 5 degrees outside, guys, and freezing our asses off trying to stay warm. Only when we did the group shots, it was weird. It was kind of funny.
You know what was really fun? All of us in the van. Anytime we were in the van, it was just like
being out in the van.
It was just a full laugh sesh the whole time. And then the camera would roll. We're like, okay, we got to be serious. That was real. Those are good memories.
Yeah, I feel like the van's going to be like a huge piece of memorabilia. Maybe take it down, put it back up for more money later.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, me and my co-hosts were actually talking about how we would absolutely just watch a series where it's actually y'all on tour, but there's none of the shows. It's just y'all in the van for like 6 episodes would be incredible.
So ripping off each other.
The van worked for like 3 days.
Did it? I think that's being generous.
That is being generous.
Like 3 days, yeah.
Maybe a day. Half of the shots were pushing it with like 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shaking. Yep, that was good.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Got it. So it's like Flintstone powered.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
We all had our feet out there. We were doing it.
Gus, what about yourself,
Things
brother?
you don't see.
Oh my gosh. I mean, obviously I'll echo what everybody else has said that, when we all got to do stuff together, it was a lot of fun. I will say that, like, for me personally, us working our way through a building full of like nameless bad guys that we just get to blow away and deliver one-liners at was a lot of fun.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So, Scott, I'm not going to ask you to pick a favorite child, but are there a handful of scenes that, like, as the writer and director of this, that when you got to see them, like, come to life, you were just like, we did it. We did the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's a number of scenes. Definitely obviously seeing the werewolf for the first time was pretty crazy. And, Wayne knocked it out of the park with that. There's totally a bunch of times where I was just like, I forgot to hit record because I was looking at the fucking werewolf because it was so real, and I forgot to hit record, and here I am just backing up, and I'm like, well, wait, I got to look at the camera. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll chime in on that, Scott. Like, as an actor, usually when there's a werewolf, you got to just pretend like there's a werewolf.
Yeah.
But for us, there was like a 12-foot tall werewolf right there.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier to act like there's a werewolf in the room.
It looked amazing. Even the Minotaur, like I remember doing that, and Heidi was right. Like we were down to like the sun was coming up, creeping up in the clouds. I think we had an hour to shoot that scene, and they were still putting the glue and putting the costume together last second. And I didn't think we were going to make it. And she was, supposed to fly out, and there was no way to get that shot. And luckily we got in there and got it. Yeah. And it's funny too, if you go to some of the film festivals, it's like, I had like 2 people get really mad at me because Heidi gets killed. Spoiler alert. They get really mad at me. And one chick got really mad. She's like, why did you kill Heidi? Like, it's like, it moves the story along, it's, I don't know, maybe she can come back. She's special, you never know. Her head's still alive.
Awesome. Like, if you're going to go out, like, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that kill scene was pretty brutal. I was like, what an honor.
So, yeah, no, I love that. I also loved the final scene we did that was in the middle of the street. That was pretty crazy with KateLynn, and seeing KateLynn throw up blood all over Dylan in his mouth. Like, that was great. Like, I don't know why I was laughing the whole time of that. That was pretty funny. So we're gonna propped up on a cop car just for like to hit maximum velocity. So when it hit him in the face, it would like bounce off his face. Yeah, it was pretty funny. She was all about that.
I wanted to see that relationship keep going.
I know. Yeah, no. Some people have asked about that too. Funny enough, and I was like, nah, we didn't really go there with them too. But it was just funny that people ask like, the rooting for Dylan, and I'm like, nah, man, she's kind of a loner. She, she's a vampire. She's wild.
Yeah. And honestly, that scene I think translated really well to the horror comedy aspect of it, because it is a reference to earlier in the movie, and this could be a moment of like growth for KateLynn's character, and instead she just starts vomiting on him. It was insane.
It's closing the door.
And I was telling Gus, you know, there's a lot of really good one-liners in this, but one that I wish that I can't wait for more people to see it to get it. But like one of my favorite scenes is between him and Dylan in that street scene. And he just looks down at him and goes, "I don't know, man. It's kind of gay." And like, that is like the most interchangeable shit ever. Like, I don't care if you're eating a piece of pizza. I can drop that one. So I will say, like, and not to take away from the werewolf, which is absolutely incredible, the Minotaur was absolutely my favorite, because I've never seen anything like that in film before. Especially, like, I mean, I've seen Minotaurs, but like to that magnitude of like creativity in the costume design. What was it like pulling that together for the people who haven't seen like the behind the scenes of that yet?
Yeah, it was a lot of time. Yeah, it took 4 or 5 months to design it. Wayne, you know, he made it in Florida and then brought it up. Yeah, and we just thought it'd be kind of cool. We never seen a Minotaur in a movie besides like Warrior Princess or whatever, you know. I can't really think of any movies, and I've just always been a fan of Minotaurs. I put one in a short film like 20 years ago, and it was like so terrible looking. And so getting somebody like Wayne was cool. To have somebody like, I mean, I met Wayne. He was a cold call, you know, and that just like he was working on Avatar 2. Like when I met him, and it was an email, and I was like, "Hey, we need this bat creature for this Halloween movie called Bad Candy." And I know you probably don't give a fuck, but you know, what are you up to, man? You want to help me out? And he literally emails back and he's like, yeah, I'm actually finishing up with Jim down here in New Zealand. And I'm like, Jim, oh, you're a first name basis with D. James Cameron? That's fucking hilarious. Of course you are. And yeah, no, he came down and worked on that, and then we developed a relationship. And yeah, no, we made the Minotaur. And I will say, we'll tell you a funny story about the werewolf. That was the second werewolf. The first one, unfortunately, Wayne's house got hit by a terrible hurricane, Hurricane Ian. And he had made the suit. It was all beautiful and all that, and it got washed away. So whoever wants to go find a werewolf suit out in Lake Okeechobee, if there's one out there somewhere.
You know, someone's going to find that, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, Bigfoot is real."
It's somewhere. I don't know if it'll ever turn up. That'd be hilarious. But there is, you know, a $45,000 werewolf suit somewhere out there, and you know, wherever the hurricane took it, we have no idea. But yeah, we had to do an insurance claim and everything, so it was crazy. So go look for it.
That's gonna be so covered in like moss and stuff. It's gonna look like Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Which now you got 2 costumes out of it, and that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was crazy. So
an interesting aspect about this movie is, since there's such a diversity of monsters, I mean, you've got minotaurs, werewolves, sirens, vampires, everything else in between. There's gargoyles, I think, too, if I read that correctly.
No, in the sequel there are actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. We did. May or may have not written a sequel already, so I don't know.
So with that being said, I think in this world, obviously everyone's kind of matched in, you know, different abilities and skill levels. Obviously, like a vampire taking on even a special vampire, and I won't get into that because that's a big lore thing that you guys will discover in the film for Kate's character. But if you had to take on, even if you are a vampire, if you had to take on any of these monsters, what would your weapon of choice be? And KateLynn, we'll start with you.
I would choose a gold AK-47.
She's triple platinum.
I don't know what the sirens. The sirens.
Gus, what about yourself, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my bare hands, and I want to sneak up behind Druid and cover that mouth up, and then take my time with it.
Hot. That was hot. I want to feel his breath in my hand before he goes. It's crazy. Chelsea, what about yourself?
Okay, so hear me out. First, like gut instinct, first thing that comes to my mind is to get to Druid is to unleash the Titans from Disney's Hercules.
Yes.
And just like let them go to town and just stand there with my arms open. Like I have all the power in the world.
You
Yes.
feasted on that one.
Yes.
Alex, what about yourself?
You know, it's funny when you first asked that question, the first thing that came to my mind was mind control. I'm like, I'm a new vampire, you know? Maybe I can have mind control, right? That's like one of my superpowers, right?
Hell yeah. Heidi, what about yourself?
Well, I feel like myself and the Minotaur need a round two. So probably chainsaws on both hands. Just call them.
That's cool.
It's like 40 hands except for chainsaw hands. So yeah. I don't think he'd have any I don't think could get away from the chainsaw hands. I think I'd win that match.
Yeah, I think he's just brawn. I don't think he can stop a chainsaw.
Yeah. So yeah, chainsaw hands.
We got to make sure they're gas powered and you have somebody to actually pour it in for you too.
No, electric only. I'm just kidding. Gotta plug it. Could you hold please? I gotta plug my chainsaws in.
It'd be a good way to hide the extension cord on set though.
Yeah.
No, it's part of the lore. We actually needed that.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, as the only human in this conversation, what about you?
I'd probably be throwing some bear traps. Open traps. I love bear traps.
So we're just throwing them like ninja stars at them, or we're just...
Yeah, you might need two hands, but you'd have to throw it, and so it just claps over the head.
You might even be able to do it like a brass knuckle thing where you punch at them and it activates and it...
Yeah.
I think you're adorable. You're like, I love bear traps.
A couple leaves over it. Don't step on that.
So on indie films, obviously there's a lot of things that go into this, and there's a lot of hard times too. So for money aside, for each one of you, what was the most challenging aspect of making this film? And Scott, we'll start with you.
Shit. Everything that could go wrong probably usually does go wrong. And I mean, that's my job is professional babysitter, money giver. I don't know, jack of all trades, make sure we're fed. I would say, yeah, I mean, obviously our studio burned down. That was pretty rough, losing all of the sets. I would say the plus thing about that is the movie is forever encapsulated with the studio. So we did build all of these sets strictly for the movie. And, obviously now we're come on, let's get out and lots of theaters and get people to go watch it because that'll help out. But yeah, I mean, we having the fire was crazy, that kind of held us up a lot. But we're in a better spot now. So, but it's just tough. You spend 2 years building all this shit and it just goes up in flames. So it's kind of rough, but I'm glad it was for this movie. Because people realized how hard it is to make the sets, to make a cave that they could walk through and interact and the asylum and just even the Transylvania doors with John Wells, walking in with the Dracula, having that, so it's not CG stuff, it's stuff you can interact with. I thought that was really important. So yeah.
100%. But I'm hoping things are going to be back on track, and I hope everybody goes out and pays money to see this movie, which they should anyways. So
yeah,
I know I will be going to see it in theaters when it hits theaters, and I've watched it 3 times. So
yeah.
If that's anything for anybody listening right now. Chelsea, what about yourself?
Wearing lingerie in the freezing cold, 100%.
Literally could not imagine.
We made it through.
Here to that. Here.
Alex, was that yours too?
Yeah, yeah. But also that's the thing about horror movies and like stunts, being in the dirt and in the cold and in the lingerie. I mean, thrown against the wall and jumping on a man and walking in a cornfield. Like there's all kinds of things, but it's always so much fun at the end of the day. Making a movie is wild. It's especially a horror movie. It's wild, crazy.
Heidi, what about yourself?
Well, I think the hardest part for me was when I filmed in 2 separate times, and the second time I had just bounced off a tour that I got sick on. I lost my voice, and so I came back and I had all these scream scenes and I had no voice. So that was probably the hardest part for me, was like trying to like get something out that was just already gone. But other than that, I'll have to say I wasn't there for as much of the freezing cold, but that was that it was fun snuggling under the tent with you guys, though. That was
love
fun.
snuggles, great snuggles.
All of our blankets and our hot chocolate sitting together. I liked that part. But yeah, out in our cute little outfits in the cold, that's a hard part.
Gus, what about you, brother?
Yeah, I had to smoke like a quarter pound of weed while we made this movie. It was rough.
Poor guy.
Oh man.
Luckily, I had been training.
Endless supply.
The practical effects are wild.
Yeah. It almost looks like he's really smoking. It's really impressive, Scott.
He almost sounds high. It's almost like Jerry's high.
Yeah, I remember when we shot in one of the like endless screen studios, and the guy who was managing the studio came up to me after we'd been shooting, and I'd probably smoked like 4 joints while we shot this scene, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I've been training since I was 12. We'll be all right."
He's a method actor.
Yep, method.
He's actually just leveling out. KateLynn, what about yourself?
I mean, besides the fact that part of the shoot was very, very cold, I got in a car accident midway through. And in the script, it says, I'm carrying that character across the field. And I got in that car accident. I couldn't do stunts or anything for a while because my lower back was so fucked. But luckily, we ran out of money a couple times. And I had time to heal. And then the day finally came where I'm supposed to carry that character across the field, and Scott was like, "Just let her, she'll just like lean up against you." He's like, I can't let you carry her." And I was like, just like let me try, and I did it. And so, but for a while, like it was like excruciating being on set. I couldn't stand it. Sucked.
I definitely hate that, but you did it. You overcame the cornfield.
Yeah, I did. And then I killed some cops.
Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite scenes in this whole movie. I was sitting there like, "You go, KateLynn." Oh man. Well, also on like kind of the flip side of that, and Alex, we'll start with you. What was your favorite thing that you learned while you were on this set?
Man, I will say here, I'm going to get a little, like deep with it. I learned so much on the set from the other girls. Like, this is like the first big, because I remember when we did Bad Candy. Yeah, I'm in Bad Candy. It's true. But this world was so different from that. And watching Scott and Des in Digital Thunderdome, like Bad Candy was like 5 of us, it felt like, doing this whole movie. And then this was a full feature film. And I got to act with all these amazing actors and freaking crew and Scott and Des again. So it made me feel more comfortable in my skin. And I've been able to do a lot more horror films and independent films after this, just because I now believe in myself because of how much I learned from everyone else. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Well, that's an amazing answer. Who wants to follow that up? Chelsea, you're looking at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen. Am I? No. I have no eyes. For me, I guess like What I learned is how much hard work Heidi does on a daily basis being in a heavy metal band. Like I said, I'm a folk girl. Like every time we'd be shooting the scene, the stage scenes where we're performing, and Scott would be like, Chelsea, headbang. And I'm like, I am. I am.
Can we get one of those again? That was excellent.
Like how did just what it takes and what skill, plus power chords, all new things for me, but transit, now I have that skill set. I can headbang for probably about 10 minutes straight without having neck problems, so that's improvement.
Yeah, girl.
Yes.
I think Heidi's kick was, I thought she was going to kick herself, so
100%.
She would just jump kick on the stage, and we're like, holy shit, that's crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
But she does that anyways.
Scott, what about yourself?
Oh shit, what was the question?
what was your favorite thing that you learned on this set or throughout this process for you?
Just to give special effects time, as much time as they need. I think people were like, why did this movie take 52 days? I was like, well, because we ran out of money, first of all, but second, you have 4 female leads who have hair, eyes, lips, fucking teeth that don't want to stay in because it's too cold, and then you have to have outfits. That's 4 or 5 hours right there. Extensions sometimes, it's just once they're all good, and it's almost lunchtime, and then it's all right, now we can film, so it's just having patience and not rushing it, because if you rush it, they don't feel comfortable, they don't look good, they can't really bring their performance up. So it's definitely if you're doing a movie like this, I feel like half of the days were stunts, it was crazy. And luckily, I don't know how we got it to the finish line, but we did. And here we are. So, yeah.
100%. Heidi, what about yourself?
Well, I'll kind of mirror a little bit what Alex was saying. I feel like, since I'm not an everyday actor, it definitely ignited my love for it. It's something that I kind of put in my past, and anytime I'm able to do it, I'm more than excited. But I think that I wasn't super confident going into this, and working with everybody here on this call, and I mean everybody in general, I think it really boosted my confidence in feeling like, okay, I can do this, with these great actors. So it was definitely a fun way to, I guess, find that passion again.
100%. Gus, what about you? I know you already knew how much weed you could smoke before getting on set. So.
Yeah. I will say so. I've learned this lesson before, but Devour really drove it home. When you're in a collaborative setting and you get to improv a little bit as an actor, be careful what you say, because whatever the craziest shit you say is probably going to end up in the movie.
Absolutely.
That's the truth.
Oh man, I remember I saw a cut after we had done some shooting, and I was just like, oh, that line's in there. All right.
That's amazing. And honestly, I'm very curious as to when this comes out, seeing what was improv and what was not, because I feel like you really took on Jerry in a positive way.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
KateLynn, what about yourself?
I mean, I would kind of mirror Heidi and Alex. I mean, I've obviously done, a bunch of movies, but there's just a level of imposter syndrome, I guess. But with Devour, Scott left a lot of room for collaboration, and he trusted me. And I don't think that I've ever experienced this level of trust from a director before, where I would just say something and he'd be like, did I write that? And I'm like, no, I actually just said that. And he's like, no, keep going. So I don't know. I booked this at a really weird time in my life too. So I don't know. I trust myself a lot more because of Devour. Thanks, Scott.
Attacked by a cat.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to comment on is this movie probably has one of the most badass soundtracks I've ever listened to for a film. And it was really cool because it wasn't just one of those like, hey, this is the soundtrack for the film. It's like most of those tracks were in the film at some point in time. So I got to ask, what was it like, Scott, putting that music together, and who are the people that are on that track?
Yeah, I mean, we come from the music video world, you know, so we know a lot of bands. And I know when we were first doing the movie, we were like, man, I miss the Freddy versus Jason days, you know, because everything's on Netflix or a streamer, and nobody cares about the behind the scenes anymore because you're not watching a Blu-ray unless you're of a certain age, or, you know, DVD. So it's like, I just remember though, that was the shit back in the day. And we're trying to bring that back a little bit, you know, like, hey, we have some amazing bands. We had like a Pine and Burning Body, Lilac. There's some weird Western guy that was amazing that we used in the diner scene. His name is flying away from me right now, but he's great. It was like there's a vampire song in there about a vampire girl at the end. You know, it's kind of weird and folky and weird, but yeah, no, we just wanted to, you know, Heidi did vocals on the one cover song for oh my God, what is the band? Heidi was the
Make Them Suffer.
Make Them Suffer, yes.
Yeah.
She did a cover song on that, and that's, you know, in the movie, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it was I'm just trying to bring that back a little bit. I feel like that's been lost to Netflix. When you watch something on Netflix, you know, people are just racing through the credits, you know, and it's just like, that's it, next movie. But I love that. I love the music part of that, you know, and this is a music movie, you know, it's about musicians, it's about, you know, vampires, and it's just a weird mix. So hopefully that echoes a little bit.
Hey guys, Under the Floorboards here to talk to you about You Run Podcast Network. Did you know that You Run Podcast Horrorcast also has a true crime podcast? Well, you do now. Hosted by Scott and Heather, with some of the most diabolical tales across time, the You Run Podcast True Crime Podcast covers it all, with interesting facts and tales that span across the human existence. Check it out now on all platforms. And as always, yourunpodcast.com. 100%. I think it really did, and that was probably part of my I think I was talking to Eric about it. I was like, we got dinner and a show during the during the concert scene, because it was just so much fun, and it didn't feel like it was losing pace or anything like that. And like, quite frankly, like, hats off to you on this film, because that was one of the big things, is like, I know when a movie starts approaching 2 hours, for me personally, I have the attention span for a film like that, but you also, like, I can't watch The Conjuring because it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing happening. Whereas like, I felt like y'all kept the pace and kept the gas, kept the pedal to the metal. And that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially,
and that was the goal, is to build them all up. You introduce Dylan, Marie, and you really start to feel like you're on the road. The viewer is kind of like another roadie. And then when it goes off the rails after the werewolf scene, it just fucking catapults in the atmosphere of craziness. And yeah, I was worried about the runtime too. Distributor was like, hey, they were worried about the runtime. And I was just like, well, we had Chris Jericho comment on it, and he loved it, and then got around to Eli Roth and was like, all right, fuck it, we'll keep it close to 2 hours. Who cares right now? But yeah, no, I think as long as we kept the intensity and the craziness, like, that's where we were trying to go with it. And I don't mind it being a little longer than, it's just so much to pack in 90 minutes. I know that's the average, but I hate that. I hate 90 minutes. Like, I want to be enveloped, and we spend an entire hour and 10 minutes getting to know the band, you know, like, it's a whole, it's almost like a full movie if we're counting the 90 minutes of just getting to know them. And then when it goes off the rails, it just, it's like a nuclear bomb towards the end, obviously. So.
Well, and that's what I told Roger Connors of Meat. I was like, again, that 2 hour line is one thing, but if you did it right, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, people are
100%.
going to enjoy it for what it is. So it's really exciting that it's been getting so much love. I saw that y'all actually just picked up another award, I think yesterday for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Won best cinematography yesterday. That was cool. That Crimson Screen in South Carolina, which that was the one where we were watching. I was watching it, and this young woman came up to me afterwards. It's like, why did you kill her? And I was like, oh shit. Well, it just, yeah, I love that. That's awesome. You care so much. Like, this is funny.
Well, and the cinematography was amazing in that film. That was so well deserved. Actually, one of my favorite shots outside of pretty much everything that was in the concert scene, because that was just like straight out of like, if I bought a Blu-ray of my favorite metal band that they were playing live, it would have looked exactly like that, which was really cool. But one of my favorite shots in the entire film is when all the girls are walking into the concert to Immigrant Song, and you just see that dap between Dylan and Gus, and it was just like, oh, I was like, oh, it's so good. The color was perfect. Like, it set the tone for the rest of the movie, and it was such a clean shot, and the rest of the movie really was like that. So,
and it's awkward, like the way he goes like this, like it's supposed to be a fist bump, but he just went like that, and he's just like, man, that's too great. You can't do any better than that.
Before we get to our last question, because we're starting to run out of time, the last thing I want to ask you guys about the film is, if you had one chance to tell everybody this is the reason that you should go see this movie, what would that be? And KateLynn, we'll start with you.
I mean, if you like weird off the wall movies, which I do, go see this movie.
Can't confirm. What about yourself, brother?
Yeah, which one of us is brother?
Was it me?
Sorry,
I don't know. Go ahead, Gus. Go.
It's 2026. We can't.
All right. So I have a weird pitch for this. I think this is a new kind of movie. It's almost like a hyper horror movie. Like, it moves the way my ADHD brain moves. And I think that that's a good thing. And I think that with modern audiences, they're going to resonate with this sort of thing. You know, you were saying once you start hitting the gas, it doesn't let up. It doesn't just not let up. It gets faster, which is insane. And I love it because of that.
It's so funny.
100%. What about you, Alex?
I have to agree with Gus. Yeah, like, it's nonstop action, the same way my ADHD brain works as well. Yeah, it's all the action you can get. You're not bored. You are not bored.
100%. It should be pretty easy for people to put their fucking phones down for this movie. So
absolutely, yeah.
Chelsea, what about you?
Yeah, other than gargoyles, I think that there's every like monster you could ever fucking want in this movie. It is the monster movie. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Heidi, what about you?
Well, don't take an edible and try and watch it, because I tried that. And or do. And the amount of exploding heads was just, I mean, it is art to the nth degree. It is just, I've never even considered thinking about that many exploding heads. And so, I mean, sitting there, my brain exploded. But also hot chicks, man.
I definitely tried something similar, and it felt like my eyes dried out.
I was like, okay, I gotta watch this, like, not on the moon.
Scott, what are you going to tell people for them to come see your film?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the werewolf attack scene kind of, we've been told it set a record for the most kills in a werewolf movie, so I thought that was pretty fun, you know. That's a cool thing. Somebody counted them all. We've had multiple people count them, which is just kind of funny. But yeah, no, I think it's a fun movie if you like monsters. I feel like these vampires are kind of interesting, because usually movies make the vampires just way too strong in the lore, and this is more of a human. Like, they're kind of normal, and I think I like the fact that they're broke. Like, that's funny to me. You know, like, you would think the fact that they're stealing gas in the opening scene is just fucking hilarious and sign of the times, right now, shit. Uh, but I think that's kind of interesting, like how there's other magical beings and monsters that are way more powerful. And I like the male siren. That was kind of different. It's always been female sirens, but having a male siren is kind of cool, but yeah, that's the New Salem universe is like very all kinds of beings, all kinds of various things. So I don't know.
No, 100%. I think the werewolf hits a little bit like the werewolf from Skyrim, where if you just like hit something with your claw, it just throws them across the room and they explode, and it's peak. It's peak werewolf. I was really impressed with that because that's always been one of my favorite monsters. Like, period. Yeah. I love the Wolfman and everything that's come before and after that. So it's really cool to see. I think people have done it pretty well, but like to like really see it get its flowers and just tear shit through the city or the town was peak, dude. So congratulations on pulling that scene together alone, because that was insanity. That was absolute insanity.
Yeah, so many movies where I'm like, just keep going, you're like American Werewolf in London, and it gets out and it's like kills like 3 people, and I'm like, 3 people, like mow down that entire street, that's just me in my head thinking, but it's just like I had the opportunity to do it, and it's like, all right, she's been kept underground for years, you know what I mean? And fuck it, she gets pissed and she's like the Hulk. You can't control her, and she just goes like crazy on people. So it's funny.
That might be one of my favorite lines in the movie when one of the girls is like, "Well, what about May?" I think she's doing
fine on her own.
Gus did a crazy reading for that when we did that, and it didn't make it into the edit, and oh my god.
I looked over at KateLynn and I was like, I have an insane line reading for this.
I was like, just do it.
And oh my god, I think I hurt myself laughing.
Dying.
We had a bus and we were throwing legs at the windshield, and it was just so funny. Like, just we had blood cannons and a couple stunt guys jumping on the windshield. So it was just
we're shaking it. We're out there shaking
the van. Yeah,
that's amazing. And I will say that's kind of like what I've really missed, and what I feel like indie film kind of gives you compared to a lot of this like new wave horror. And it's not like all bad or whatever, but everyone's trying to be so artsy about all of it. And I really love, like, when I like Devour like makes Evil Dead Rise look like a playground, like, because it's just like,
thank you.
Well, because like there's like, first of all, they're in the middle of like New York City or something like that, and they kill like 4 people in an apartment complex. And I'm just like, that werewolf scene alone like already tripled what they did. So it was like, and it's just nice to have films that are just fun again, and like people really striving for that for these audiences, which I think people are really starting to turn back around to, which is really nice. And it's like, any kind of fad, any kind of fashion, everything winds up coming back. And I'm really glad to see indie horror being on the rise of that right now is really cool to watch. And I think there's a lot of people that are watching right now that are also really excited for stuff like this. I know there's a lot of people in our group chats and stuff like that, all the creators that are like really, really ready for this stuff to hit theaters and to be more accessible for people, so they can show their best friend, like, hey, do you want to eat an edible and watch the craziest monster movie you've ever seen, So last question I have for you guys, and this is like a redemption round for KateLynn, but I feel like she's probably going to double down. It's the same question we ask every episode. You already know.
Not redeeming myself.
I know. You're gonna double down.
I'm gonna make it worse.
You're gonna make it worse. I was just giving you time to be the problem.
I am the problem.
So, unfortunately, with Eric not being able to make it this week, I will be posing this question to everyone. And Scott, we will start with you. It is a Friday night. You got nobody to impress. It's just you, whatever, probably Devour on TV or whatever you're looking for. What goes on your pizza?
Ooh. I would say pepperoni, some garlic, and Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of simple with the pizza. Yeah. Some garlic knots. I'll throw some garlic knots on there. I don't know.
On the pizza's crazy.
On the pizza.
But I mean, I will say I do harshly judge pizza places based on whether or not garlic is an available topping.
Yeah.
It should always be available.
I like a lot of the red flakes. What are the flakes called?
Chili flakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually go way overboard on those. So.
Chelsea, what about you?
I'm on a cleanse, so fuck you for this question. But I love cheese pizza. I love cheese pizza, and then I love to douse it in Frank's and in blue cheese. And then I am currently, and I can't have it because of cleanse, but I'm addicted to Mr. Colonel's white cheddar popcorn seasoning. Ooh. Yes.
That's fire, dude.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. When you just said cheese pizza, I was a little worried about you.
Thank you. No, nothing's ever that simple. Nothing's that simple.
Alex, what about yourself?
Oh man, I love pizza. But first off, it has to be stuffed crust, and then it has to have jalapenos, pepperonis, onions, and then I put red pepper flakes and Parmesan cheese.
I'm here for that energy. I'm here for that energy.
Spicy.
Heidi, what about yourself?
Well, I agree. It has to be stuffed crust and extra cheese because I need that shit just slinging back. It's always pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. And I use that piece of pizza as a spoon for the ranch dressing. So basically a whole other ingredient is ranch dressing.
I just imagine you eating that. It's just like pouring ranch off the front of the spoon.
Oh yeah. It's like if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Kind of commercials, Just... So yeah, that's me and my unhealthy obsession with ranch dressing.
that should be like the next music videos instead of like when like with the music video where you had like the zipper coming down and the blood over your face. It's just ranch instead.
Yeah, although no one would think it was ranch. So
that's true.
Yeah, you just got to put plenty of green in it. Like
okay, yeah, it's flaky. Yeah, it's flaky ranch.
Gus, what about yourself?
Yeah, so this whole time I've been dreaming about the pizza that PJ and Max share in a Goofy movie. The pizza pull is outrageous. Yes. He hands him that slice of pizza and it's like, oh, like it's unreal. So that's what I want for me in my life. I want an outrageous amount of cheese. So I'm lactose intolerant and I'm gluten intolerant. So if I'm gonna eat pizza, it's gonna fuck me up. I want it to be worth it. I want all the cheese. Go ahead and slather it in jalapenos and pepperoni. And I prefer like forgive me, I prefer like a pesto sauce or a garlic aioli over like regular tomato sauce. That's just me.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
That's why this is the last.
I'll say earmuffs.
You have no idea what hunger is.
All right, KateLynn, let's have it.
I have free will, just so everybody is aware in this room, which means that I'm allowed to put fucking broccoli on my pizza, okay?
I don't blame you. I like broccoli on my pizza, girl. You good?
Come back, please. Still be my friend.
KateLynn, I'm curious, is the cat on your left and your right, is that the same cat or is it?
No, I have two black cats.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Is it just broccoli or is there, oh, hey, black cat. Is it just broccoli or do you put a little anything else or is it just like all broccoli?
I want it to mostly be broccoli if I'm being completely honest, but I do like some chicken on there.
Yeah.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, like completely did not expect this out of you, but I'm here for it.
You just so many layers, KateLynn.
Yeah, she's an onion. Yes.
Yeah. So many
multitudes.
Getting cutbacks from big broccoli.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Should have broccoli sponsor your life.
We got the cheese caves. We got broccoli sponsoring my life.
I even love broccoli, but the broccoli to red sauce is diabolical, dude.
You've never tried it, have you?
Oh my
Actually, I did recently, and I meant to send pictures to you, but I ate all of it.
Are you sure you didn't? You might have sent me a picture, actually.
KateLynn, I'll save you. I'll save you. I actually, if I'm not having the Franks and the blue cheese, I put ketchup on my pizza.
Oh.
It's tomatoes. They're both tomatoes. So sue me. There you go. Now broccoli's fine. Now broccoli's fine.
We will.
Completely devolved.
We will.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to try this ketchup thing.
Yeah, it's pretty great. No.
Heidi just had that look like she found God.
You're welcome.
Ah. Yay.
Yeah, mix the ketchup in the ranch. Mm.
Well, that.
Yeah, game changer.
Yeah.
Am I about to break this cleanse, guys?
Might as well.
So when we're done.
Not for Cranch.
I just
It's
ordered
one of those-
mellow mushroom.
You're just out there, you smell it and then drink a little water. Smell it,
Yes.
just a little water. It's just like eating it, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's the same thing.
Oh my God. First of all, you guys have been an absolute delight, and I'm so excited for everybody to see Devour. Everybody, you can check out the description below. It'll have where you can follow everybody. Make sure you're especially following Scott and Digital Thunderdome and everybody else. That way you can see where you can see this movie at any point in time over the next little bit. I know we're still talking about some theatrical releases, correct?
Yep.
So as soon as that goes out, I mean, we'll be posting it too, but you should follow all these awesome people too to see all the awesome things that they're doing all over America and all across the world. Actually, everybody's pretty traveled, as it seems. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us today. This has been absolutely amazing. I give it up for the Virginia bitches one more time. Oh my God. And I didn't put it in the episode yet, but the, Predator of the Badlands, Miss KateLynn Newberry, because I messaged you when you posted that Predator version of yourself.
Oh,
If you don't bring it up in the episode, we're fighting.
Molly made that. Those are the texts I get from her.
Yeah. Predator of the Badlands. It now made it into the episode. That was the important part. But thank you guys for joining us once again on Under the Floorboards, and thank you guys for joining us where it creaks, it cracks, and we laugh at the creatures that go bump in the night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.